road trip, but the good thing is you start the new year, or the second week anyway, at home. Chico this week, on paper, record-wise, looks like it's a down year, but we know that Chico, Humboldt State, you don't see much that these teams get ready for one another.
Yeah, it's always a good rivalry with the Humboldt Chico rival. Goes back a long ways, back to when Chico used to have football, and the axe was handed off based on who won it. So they're been a long time rival in the conference. So it's back to the NCAC days. So it's always fun.
You guys facing difficult teams, but what do you see for your squad that needs to improve to get those W's? You kind of end of the year with a couple wins, but what are you seeing on the court that your team needs to improve on?
We got to put the ball in the basket. We, are turning the ball over too many times, which obviously you can't score off of, and not handling good defense and being able to execute past one or two options. And so we're really working on being able to execute when you have pressure and execute against good teams, because good defensive teams don't allow you to get the easy ones. And so we're noticing that we sometimes take tougher shots and rely on too much one-on-one action. So we're trying to use our action to score and take care of the ball better. And we haven't been turning the ball over this year, and this last weekend was really tough.
When you guys, when the ball's not going in the basket, how important is it on the other side, for your guys' defense to also, step it up and try to keep it close?
Yeah, our defense hasn't been the problem. We feel like we're working at that end. When we start to get a little complacent and a little fatigued, then we stand around a little bit. But we're trying to address that and make sure we keep fresh legs. I have to make sure I get subs in there when I notice that. So I think our defense is fine. We've been pressuring and active and trying to create discomfort a little bit.
You feel like teams there'll be the good games and momentum, and then there's games when they kind of get into a funk. Are you guys kind of like shooting wise in a little bit of a funk right now?
I don't know. I don't necessarily think it's shooting. I just feel like it's execution. We're not getting ourselves into a position to get good shots, and we're turning the ball over. And so, when that happens, then you typically aren't taking shots that you're comfortable with or that you're have a flow. And so, we'll be fine. We have a new start this week.
Yeah, new start this week with the conference games at home. You did have the time off, and then you had some practice times to get ready for last week. But what are you guys doing to kind of prepare yourself and kind of get back into I guess the basketball frame of mind?
Well, for us, it's been a weird year. We have a ton of injuries, and so they just keep happening, nonstop injuries or illness, and so our numbers are down a little bit. So right now we're actually just trying to stay healthy and not have anybody go down in practice, and so we're trying to get our run in and get up and down and play against team, try to simulate the pressure that we're going to have this week. Chico and Stanislaus both bring it. They are athletic. They bring pressure at the especially on the perimeter at the guard spot. So we're trying to do that a little bit, but just trying to stay healthy.
Me too. When you have injuries, flu bug, that sort of thing, do you feel like that you guys have depth where other players can step up and fill those roles and contribute?
Yeah, we are searching for playmakers and people to put the ball in the basket, whether it's the first group or the second group. So we're rotating people in, hoping we can find something that clicks.
You feel like coming home, it seems like it's been a while since you guys have been here. It's kind of just what you guys need this week. Being on the road is more difficult, but just being at home just kind of help you guys out in a way.
Of course, we the Lumberjack faithful are like no other. We love playing at home. We are on the road a lot in January, especially, so we're valuing these few times that we do get to be here, and we're down in SoCal 3 different weekends in January alone. So it's definitely something that we're excited about, to be home in front of our home fans and getting after it.
All right, Coach. Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah.